Hey guys, and welcome back. So I've actually had 2 weeks annual leave, hence lack of videos, but thankfully the boys have been here and been working, and Shane has told me that he's done 2 van tours for you. Now he thinks one of them might have recorded in twice 2 speeds, so if he has, I'll drop that one in now. That is the Sprinter that we're doing in phases. So this was phase 2 where we're getting all the furniture in, and then in phase 3 is having all the electrics, appliances and water system done. So I'll drop that video now.
Morning guys, something a little bit different. So Boss Lady and Boss Man are away on a well-deserved break. So they've asked me to do a little video on this job we're doing right now. Just imagine me as Stu, only smaller and with hair. So this one is a phased build, and it's this customer came in and had all the insulation, sound deadening and the boarding and carpeting done on phase 1. Phase 2 has been furniture building, and as you can see, got a nice little L-shape bench area at the front. This one has storage in it. This one we've done a little bed. The customer wanted a pull-out bed for guests. Oh, I'm gonna have to put you down a minute. So pull-out area, a bit of foam will come down, and then your guests can sleep there. It slides away quite nice like that. Martin did a really good job on that, I think. There's a toilet room there, which has a tambo door. That was fun to fit yesterday in the heat, but it works lovely. A little light in the toilet. So the fridge in this one is in the bed bulkhead. I'll show you the back of that momentarily. You've got a couple of drawers, more storage under there. There's that cubbyhole there is for the customer's Ninja, which will plug in at the bottom there, and then the sink area. Overhead storage, plenty of that. Now this customer really likes the slat look, so we've slatted all the ceiling, but unfortunately our supplier ran out. So the customer's got to come back after they've been away this weekend, and we will finish the slat. So they go in all the way along the ceiling, down the wall in this area, and then in the back in the bed area, they'll be coming down the wall on this side as well. So we should be expecting those slats back in stock this weekend. I'll just take you to the garage area and you can see what's in there. So when they come back for phase 3, it will be water systems and electric. So the fridge is in there. We've created a little frame around it so there's no movement, no risk of it flying around when you're driving. And that's that.
And then we also got another van out, which they completed I think a couple of days after I actually left. So it was a nice, more of a basic van, but again off-grid, all electric. It was a nice little system, and Shane's done a recording on us for that one as well, so we'll have a look at that one.
Morning guys. Well, today we get to do one of my favourite bits of the job, and that is customer handover. So this relay is ready for the customer to collect today, and I'm going to give you a van tour. What's going on my hair today? It's a mess. Customer has opted to go for lightweight ply, trimmed with the silver aluminium edge, and here we go. Oak worktops. So you've got a deep set sink with the tap, so the tap switch is down here, simply operated, and the customer has opted to go for, so we've got a couple of jerry cans under the sink, easy access. Drawers currently has all the customers' information, manuals and warranties in. Gone for the Rico board splashback. I really like this design, the hexagons finish it off lovely. Portable hob, these are great, love these. Plug them in, cook all weekend. 60 litre fridge with a freezer compartment, bed area with USB lights. Turn those on, there's one, there you go. Cupboard area over the bed, bit of storage. Skylight at the rear, max fan at the front, more storage here. So we've got a little wardrobe that we did for the customer. Plenty of space to hang some clothes up there. Nice chrome rail there for your hangers. And then in this tambour door here, let's just wind it up. There's a space for your toilet. Out it comes. Now the electrics in this van are under the bench. So where we have the electric board, you've got your 240 consumer unit, 12 volt fuse box. As you can see, there are plenty of extra ports, so if the customer wants to add something in the future, fairly easy to do. Isolation switch, PV isolator, MPPT controller, and the DC to DC charger. Customer's got the 3000 watt Renogy inverter charger, and I'm not sure what that is. So as we had an additional spare on the consumer unit, we decided to add a 230 socket on the bottom with a USB port. So there's ample power supply if they need to charge phones, plug anything extra in. That's pretty much it. Oh, we did the B pillars in carpet, we did something a little bit different. There's no screws in this one, which I think is a really nice look. Underwall lighting under these cabinets and that cabinet operated on rocker switches, and they've gone for the slats in between the skylights, which for me personally, with the anthracite carpet, the slats in between the skylights is just a really nice look. It just finishes the van perfectly. Hopefully the customer's going to be really happy with it. Hang on, let's move that out of the way and I will show you the garage area. On the back we go. Really large garage. Because we've got the electrics under the seat, there's very little in the garage area apart from the diesel heater, so there is so much storage space here. Customer's got a double bed, which will be perfect. Diesel heater controls are on the side of the wardrobe, and your max fan remote control is right by there. So that's another one done and dusted. I've really enjoyed working on this one, but then I enjoy working on all of them. Customer will be here in about an hour. Fingers crossed they love it. Okay, update on the relay. So as I was doing the van tour for yourselves, I noticed that we didn't have any retaining straps on the water tanks, which means while they were driving they're going to be sloshing around and going everywhere, so I thought I'd better remedy that. So I have. There you go. So now we should be nice and secure and we won't get any spillage. Obviously you need to put the caps on before you start driving, but this is why we do snagging tours, to pick up the little things that might be missed, and we do more than one. That should have been picked up earlier, but it's been done before the customers come. All well and good.
Now we've also got another van gone out, so yeah, we've completed 3 vans in about 3 weeks, but obviously there's 5 of us here, so we've been able to push them out a bit quicker. But the one Shane was on is just by here. Right, so their van is the VW Crafter. It's the one where we ripped the ceiling out because the slats were massive and the floor was very weak. This is now done and dusted. Now they actually picked this van up off us yesterday, but they've come back to us today. They've slept locally, wanted to try it out, but they've asked us to fit a TV for them. So we've got an Avtech 18.5-inch TV. And a little fun fact about this, actually, I didn't know this until recently, that Avtech are the only camper TV that are licensed, whereas apparently all the others aren't. That's been mounted onto the metalwork, but here they've got it here so they can use it for both the bed and the front seating space. And we've also added a lagoon table today for them, which is just on the side of the bench. That's a fixed seat. I know they've got this one already on a swivel plate, and I'm not sure what vehicle these are actually from, but they're all electric, so pretty sweet. Anyway, let's have a look at the van. So we've got a bench seat by here. Diesel heater is situated underneath there with a gas drop vent. We've got the max fan control, diesel heater control. That's for the lights underneath the cabinet by here. So if I press that, they come on. And we got the water pump, the shower light, and that's the water heater. We've done another shower. Let's turn the light on. So we've done another shower, toilet. That's the portable Thetford. They're going to get the mounting base for that, with the nice gloss black tambour door, the black shower, and then we've also got a max fan dome in there. And I must admit, I really like these. They're good for both a light in the shower room, but they do also extract. So you just push that button there, push him up, and then you turn it on by pushing that button there, and that's working. And then to pop it down, just push the button and pull it down. And we've got hygienic board sealed, it's all tanked underneath, and again another one of our custom trays, which again we haven't shown you how to do it because I've been away and Shane did it, so I promise I will show you how we do those in a future video, because we've got a few more showers coming. The bed in here is the one that's going lengthways, so we've done the cupboards on the side, and then they've also got wall cabinets running down both ends. Done our integrated microwave cupboard, which I must admit I really do like the new design we've got on these. Another wall cabinet for the kitchen, oak worktop. This is the Thetford Ardent sink. Then they've also got the same swan neck pull out hose, which is the shower or a normal faucet. And then here we've got the ceiling lights, the light that's underneath this wall cabinet, 12 volt socket and a 230 volt socket. And then down below we've got, now the Adventure fridges are now called Nomadic Arc, so it's the same fridge, it's all LG internal parts, it's the big 90 odd litre. We've got the Ninja 10-in-1 oven with 2 drawers underneath, and then we've got a sink cupboard as well, so plenty of storage in here. And then obviously the max fan windows on this fan were already in, but we did redo the ceiling, so it's now only butting up against the headliner. We got that crease out and is looking a lot cleaner. Right, let's have a quick look in the garage. We've got a 560 Pro lithium battery, which is a Fogstar, their Energy 3 kilowatt inverter charger, and then pretty much all the standard things that you see in all of our electrical systems. This one's got a 60 amp DC to DC charger. This fan's got the 210 amp alternator, and it's a smart one. 40 amp MPPT solar controller with 435 watts of solar on the roof. And they also wanted a double plug. I don't know if you can see it, it's quite bright today, but we got a double plug that they wanted in the garage. In the rear we've got the water heater, water pump, expansion vessel, and in this one we've done an over the wheel arch tank. That's 100 litres, and then there's a 50 litre wastewater tank which is in the spare wheel holder, because they're going to get the mule wheel carrier on the rear. And then we've also put on the new drain off valve, so that's a backfill for the water, so they fill their water there as well, and then you've got the wastewater drain off. That's another fan done. And we've just started this week on another one. So this one, a customer had started building it. I'll take you around the front because the lighting's a bit better. But the customer started building this one. So we did the floor. He's done all his own electrics. But if I'm taking over electrics, I've undone it all because I'm going to redo it. I want to make sure all the crimps are good, and I've spec'd and checked all the cables, so I know now that they're all good. We've done the ceiling, put an anthracite carpet on it, and they're having carpet for the bedroom, but then there's a floor to ceiling cupboard going here, and then from the end of that cupboard across is tongue and groove, as well as tongue and groove for down here, and then they're having a bench seat here. So it's actually quite nice just to have a completely different layout. And then we've got another new one in the next bay, which this one came to us completely blank, so this is all of us. We've got a window in the sliding door, one in the rear offside, and then we've got a max fan up front. Now in this one we're doing 2 single seat bench seats up the back, so they're going to be single beds. That's then going to come into a bit of a kitchen here, and then a shower in the corner. And then from the end of this bench seat here, there'll also be another section of the kitchen. So good seating in this one. It's nice again to have a slightly different layout. Now the CNC we told you about has been absolutely amazing for us. I am going to show you this when we're actually got something cutting on it next week, which we will do for both the vans, because we'll start furniture building on this very shortly. But because we work on laminated ply a lot, the CNC is the only way we can cut both the top and the bottom and get clean cuts on it. So it was just the way forward. And whilst we always got good cuts previously because we were constantly changing our blades, but it's costing a fortune in new blades all the time, whereas now we can just print it on here. Like at the moment on the actual console, which is here, we got a few of our things already saved on there. So if I want a 500 drawer cabinet, I can just put the sheet of wood on it, bring it up on there and go, I say print, but cut. But it's like printing, it's brilliant. Game changer for us. We're doing them a lot quicker, but we're also getting those really nice cuts off them as well. Friday today, I'm about to go camping for the weekend, so I'm going to send the boys home early, and we'll see you on Monday. Morning guys, right, Monday morning, I thought I'd show you something a little bit different to what we normally show. Now it's still camper van related, so if we mentioned in a previous video, we have a CNC machine here now, so I thought some of you might like to see how we design that and how we're using it to both obviously benefit the company, but just to get all the pieces that we need. So this morning I've come in, I'm doing 2 wall cabinets, one's for above the bed, one's above the kitchen, and then we've also got a bench seat, and then those are the door frontals for the 2 different types of wall cabinets. Now I've also got a kitchen to do as well, so you probably can hear just in the background the CNC going. So I've already done 1 sheet, and it wasn't enough for me to get everything that I needed on there, and that is like frontals with the opening. So we'll go take a look at that in a second. It's going to be a bit noisy because you've got the noise from the CNC machine, but you've also got the noise then from the dust extractor as well. So I'm using a program called VCarve Pro. Got lots of different things we can do on the left here, like we can put arcs in, we can do inner cuts. So I've got this set up here, and what have we got here? Right, so the left one there is the bottom to one of our wall cabinets. That is those four pieces there make up the bench. So one is the front, one is the side, and then two form the lid. So we use the smaller one that with the brackets, the hinges go on, and then we've got another length end that is the actual lid itself. I've also got two of the frontals on here for one of the wall cabinets. So I'm also going to have to do another sheet after this one as well, because I still wasn't able to get them all in. So yeah, that's two full sheets already. But yeah, I'll show you the CNC. So you can see you've got the noise from the CNC and the noise from the dust extractor. But this is currently cutting it out. Now it's completed these ones. You can see where it's cut all the way through. And it's about halfway on that one. It's 23%. So yeah, a little bit noisy, but see, while they're being cut, it frees us guys up to do other things. So when that's finished, we can just build those cabinets together and they can get fitted straight away. Now you've seen that's the unlaminated ply, and it's still worth cutting it on the CNC because it takes me less than 10 minutes to do a full board on yours. So that can do all that work. It's like having another employee here who's just doing perfect cuts for us, and we can all crack on with other things, which is we're currently doing the tongue and groove on the wall in the van in Bay 10. I would show you that one, but the noise out there in a minute is a bit silly, so I'll pick you up when the CNC's done and we'll have a look at all the different parts. Right, so the CNC has just finished its job, so I've just moved it to the side. And this is what it looks like once it's finished the job. So you got like, all this is the waste, and then we got our bits of cutouts. So like this one here, this is the frontal for the wall cabinet above the bed on the foot end. That's the bottom for it. That long one there is the wall cabinets for the kitchen, and then we do some long strips, because what we do on the inside at the top of the frontal, we fix it to the frontal so that we can then fix up into the ceiling. And what we're then using, we can see where our rafters are that come across, and they're cladded in battens, and we've also got the metal of the actual rafter as well, so that then we're able to fix right up into them, and that's how we get our strong fixing points up. And then these bits, we always use these bits. We actually use these on our base cabinets for kitchens, and I had a bit of spare space there that nothing else fitted in, so I've just cutted out some of them. And then these two squares are for the end panels, so they're not scribed, they're ready, so we can scribe them in and trim them down as needed. So we're going to take these all out now. Simon's going to build this cabinet here in full. We've got the front for this one, but I couldn't get the bottom on. You can see there was no space left for it, so we've actually got another second full sheet to do now, which will finish that off. We've got the frontals for this wall cabinet, and we've also got the bench seat on there as well. So that's coming from the bulkhead to around here, so it's not coming quite as far as most do. They want it a little bit shorter and leave more of an open space. But here in the bench seat we're going to have the toilet, and I'll probably do the diesel heater in this section. We got a light switch here which is doing the main ceiling lights. I think we're going to put the diesel heater controls here as well, and then that's being done in tongue and groove, which is what we've done the last 2 days here. So the kitchen is coming to about here all the way up. We're leaving a bit of a gap because that's going on a swivel. That's being changed for a single, that'll also be on a swivel. So we want it to be a little bit short here so that there's a bit of leg room when this is spun around. And then that long wall cabinet is coming from here to here, and the second one then is at the foot end of the bed. I persuaded him to swap that 195 amp hour gel battery for a small 105 amp hour lithium. And for those who know, when you have 195 on lead or AGM, only half of that is available, so that's actually only a 97.5 amp hour. So the 105 amp hour lithium battery is actually going to give him more capacity, but he'll also be able to monitor that better. Like, as some of you, if you've ever had an AGM battery or a lead acid battery, you can only look at the voltage and it'll give you a rough idea. It could be between 40 and 60%, whereas with the lithium that we use, you have the app and you can see to the percentage, like you can on your phone. It's at 72%. They can then easily monitor the battery, and on top of that, it's actually going to charge a lot more efficiently off their solar and their DC to DC than what that AGM battery would have. So now we're going to get the outer frame of this. So this is stuck down. We use, now on a 3-phase CNC, it has like a suction bed. This is a, you know, sort of a portable CNC, so to speak, and we don't have that. So we actually use double-sided carpet tape, and that goes all down the board, and that's what holds it all in place so that when it's being cut, it doesn't get moved. And now I can just lift the outer frame up, and you can see just how little waste there is off a board, and that's all usable. Right, we're gonna do that. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. We're gonna do our best to get some more videos out for you now. I'm here for 7-8 weeks before I go away again, so we'll try and get some more videos out for you. So we'll catch you on the next one, guys.